they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through? Now you hate yourself, you can look at me, look at me. You hate me.
Alright, first little pull. Let's get some room. See how this thing's gonna feel. And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? So today we're about to be going to pick up the Viper. Today is the day that the Viper officially comes home. If you guys seen the last video, you guys will see the reason why I wasn't here, the upgrades that were done to it, and now here we are. First drive, I'm bringing it home. Hopefully it ain't gonna be too dark by the time we start getting the driving footage, because I do want to share this moment with y'all, my peoples. But today is the day, man, this thing comes home, so it's gonna be parked right here. You guys know that I am in the middle of getting ready to freaking tear all this down and redo the garage, etc., etc. But you know, I gotta park my Viper in my half done ass garage, or not done ass garage, period. But yeah, man, I don't want to drag out the intro, so let's get ready to head over there and pick up this Viper. All right, so I am gonna have to move some cars around. I'm probably gonna move the 6.4 over here where the C5 is, and then put the C5 right here. All right, anywho, let's get ready to go. All right, what's good, man? We just pulling up here to the exotic car dealership. Look, my baby sitting here with the daytime running lights on. Ooh. Today is the day she is coming home. Coming home, coming home. What's good, my mans?
What you doing?
Nothing much, just walking around telling them like today she coming home.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. So yeah, for those who've been asking where I got the car from, here you go right here. My man Chris made this a super smooth and easy situation, man. So appreciate you, thank you greatly.
You bet. Appreciate the business.
For sure.
Got a badass Viper coming your way.
I know, this thing is sick as hell. Now it's got, you know what I'm saying, lower it like 2 inches in the rear, maybe a ½ inch in the front.
Yeah.
So I did order aero for this thing. The aeros, it's literally 6 months to a year to get, but I mean, it's already, the money's already spent, so I'm gonna just sit there and wait on it. The aero is basically the extension on the wing. It already has the diffuser. It'll be the side splitters, and then it'll have the front splitter with the rods and everything, but it'll be fully functioning aero from this company that makes like time attack aero for the Vipers. But yeah, man, today is the day. Finally coming home. I need this floor. This floor matches my car.
Yeah, race deck flooring.
Man, this is like meant to be. Maybe I should do this in my garage.
Yeah, I like this better than your
It's my epoxy. All right, here you go. Let me give you these first before I finish up my video. You can check those out.
I'll be in here getting paperwork going.
It's all good.
All right, take your time.
Yeah. Where the light button? There we go. So yeah, man. For everybody that was doubting, before I go in here and fill out my paperwork, let me just say, man. Prior to this was hella people were just doubting everything. Like, I had so much shit like, oh, when I became a father, it was like, oh man, it's over. The YouTube channel's about to tank now. You know, he ain't gonna have no money. We're gonna see all the cars going up and blah, blah, blah. Here we are, my little mamas, almost 8 months now. And literally between that time, I managed to stack up and be able to get my Viper. For me, this was literally my childhood dream car, man. Ideally, the spec one that I wanted would have been silver with blue stripes, but you know, this is already supercharged and everything, so it's like half of kind of what I wanted. Only thing I would have just did was the silver with the blue stripes would have been like the icing on the cake for me. But man, this goes back to literally like Need for Speed days, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, all that. Literally will always drive the silver Viper with the blue stripes, run from the police with the car, have hella fun on the game. So, you know, actually being able to be here and fucking, I'm literally standing, walking around my real Viper now. Like, which is insane. Crazy. It took a lot to get here. A lot. A lot. So yeah, man, there's so much shit that people don't see that transpires like off cam, the shit that I deal with and go through, but you know, it's like here we are, still managed to fucking be consistent with my YouTube. I'm pretty sure hella people were like, oh, that fool be selling drugs, blah blah blah. Like 100%, you guys see how much I post, man. I post damn near every day or every other day. The limited merch drops, the giveaways, just networking with companies, getting paid sponsorships, all kind of shit, man. There was a lot that went into it. And you know, anytime people see you coming up or doing something, they automatically assume some black, I guess, that the only way is gonna be, oh, you gotta play sports or, you know, you sold drugs. But for me, this is literally the passion of cars literally paid for this, man, which I'm super grateful for. So for everybody that was doubting, whatever, man, proof is in the pudding, man. My daughter didn't slow me down from doing nothing. Since I had my daughter, I bought the swing stain. We did the full crazy ass suspension on there, supercharged it the whole 9. I got the G35 with the LS swap in it since then. Shit, I bought the 6.4, and now here I am picking up my Viper. So don't ever let people tell you that kids are gonna slow you down, huh? Oh yeah, and I bought the Kia for them. Daddy bought the Kia for Kaya. Daddy bought the Kia for you, mama. But yeah, man, don't let nobody tell you that when you have kids, life is gonna be rough. I feel like if you have that mentality to just be like, yo, I'm hustling, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna make a way regardless, your kid ain't gonna slow you down, man. So don't let nobody scare you into thinking kids are this hard thing that's just gonna be so impossible to do and you're gonna have to give up your passion. Like, I promise you won't, man. That all comes down to mentality and the person that's putting in the work, man. Some of these motherfuckers will have kids and get hella lazy and think that, oh, that's the excuse to be lazy, when, you know, if you want something, man, you're gonna figure out a way to get it. And since my daughter's been born, she's a key witness to that. I think this is probably the year I made the most money in my life. So, I mean, this is the fruits of that labor, man. Childhood dream car, man. I got my dream car. Y'all see me anytime I was posting like, oh, I wanted a kid, I would always post a daughter. And look what I got. Dada got a daughter, Dada got a daughter, and Dada got a Viper. Yes, got the baby in the Viper. Nigga, we winning. But yeah, man, let's go in here and fill out this paperwork. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk. I'm not no motivational speaker, but you feel me, I'm just speaking the facts on the situation. Here we are, my dream car. Let me go in here, see him filling shit up, everything. Look, he even had the light ready for me. I just noticed that.
Yeah, he had the light ready.
Baby, get that kiss. Get that kiss. That was a wet one. You taste like purified water. Give me another one. All right, there it is. My booklet, all the documentation right here. Had a key though, that Viper key. He over here putting fingerprints on my car.
Go ahead.
Oh shit, I'm hitting the wipers and shit. Woo! Keep forgetting the seatbelts on the other side. God, I need my seat lowering kit, man. But it ain't, man, I'm a little uncomfortable, but once I'm lower, this will be all good. All right, man, let's get this thing home. Alright, man, we in this thing. Sorry it's dark, but yeah, we in it. Trying to figure out how to get home. sounds so good, man. Videos aren't gonna really do this thing justice, but oh my god, it sounds good.
At the lights, turn right onto Crow Canyon Road, then keep right to merge onto I-680 North towards Sacramento.
Dream come true, man. I'd be driving my dream car. Alright, first little pull. Let's get some room. See how this thing's gonna feel. Man, these R888s aren't gonna spin. Alright, let's see. Alright, what's good, my peeps? It is a new day. And as y'all can see, man, we finally got the Viper home. So yeah, unfortunately it was hella dark yesterday. Plus I didn't really do too many pulls other than that one pull y'all seen. But man, overall it's just like, honestly, man, it's like, it's still kind of hard to grasp. It's like, I don't think I can get, I think as far as like my automotive journey has went, like from wanting one of these as a kid to dream cars and all this stuff and finally acquiring it, like the sense of euphoria, I don't think that'll ever be matched again when it comes to me getting another car. This was my #1 car on my list that I wanted as a kid. I know a lot of people think a Supra is my dream car. My Supra was my #2, but this right here was my #1. And for the price, man, and everything that came about, it was just like, this is just so much of a better option than the Supra. Like this is a part of history when it comes to American automotive shit, bruh. Like even to this day, Vipers still hold the most wins out of a factory production car. Like this car back in the day won 8 out of 10 fucking of the race series. The new, or I want to say the newer ACRs that had came out, those still hold the records for the most wins. Like you just, as far as history goes, you cannot beat it. And you know, these things have a horrible reputation for people crashing them they being undrivable and all that. It is not the car, bruh. Like when I drove this car, this thing felt so responsive. Like it's crazy how such a dope race car has such a negative rep behind it when it's not the car. It's usually the driver. Anytime you see a Viper crash, it's somebody getting on it, going straight, losing traction, and just bapping it. When I was driving this thing, everything felt like a driver's car. There's no ABS on here, so a lot of times you'll see people lock up the brakes. There's no traction control, people brake traction. But for me, this doesn't have traction control. Freaking my SC300 doesn't have ABS, none of that. Like a lot of the cars that I have, usually when I'm doing runs and races or whatever, traction control's off anyway. Some have ABS, some don't, but this is literally a driver's car. So I can understand why people crash it, but at the same time, I'm like, it's such a good feeling car. I don't see how people crash it. It's weird, you know, but I mean, I get it. As far as weight balance go, man, the car's weight and where the weight is placed, man, everything just feels so dialed on here. It's crazy. So if you're one of those people that's down in the comments like, oh, be careful, Vipers are dangerous. Like, I've driven faster cars than this. This car doesn't scare me at all. Shit, with the R888s at this power level, this car wouldn't even spin. Like, I floored this car in first gear and it didn't spin. So maybe I'll try to get it to spin or something to see how this thing wants to maneuver. But other than that, man, I couldn't be happier with the car, man. It's you know, like I said, this is my #1 choice that I wanted. I know some people are gonna be like, well, man, there's such better cars out there. This is my era of car. I don't care about a freaking Aventador, none of that. When I was growing up, this was my era of car. This is what I wanted. So, you know, for me to finally acquire and obtain it, man, is just such a blessing. I know you guys keep hearing me say that, but man, again, I just really want y'all to, like, man, be consistent at whatever you're doing, whatever it is. If you are doing something, grinding towards something that you want, just be consistent with it, man. Y'all see my automotive journey. Y'all see how long it took me to get here. Just be consistent, man. Don't give up on yourself. Just make sure you keeping at it. I promise you, if you just be consistent and constantly working towards it, bro, like you will get it, man. Don't get in that mindset. Well, I didn't, you know, my parents were this. I don't come from parent money. You see, my grandmother raising me. I left the hospital with my grandmother when I was a week old. A lot of you guys see my dad in my SC300 video that I first did, but me and my dad aren't close like this. That was probably maybe the third or fourth time me and him ever really linked up. I just know that he was a car head. And I grew up to be in cars, not even ever knowing who he was. And then, you know, I was like, oh, I wanted to introduce him to my cars and bring him into my world. So that's how me and my dad bonded. But, you know, I didn't have dad like that. You know, my dad wasn't there. Mom's wasn't there. I was raised with my grandmother and my grandpa. So, you know, for me, definitely coming from, you know, it's that typical Oakland kid story, man. Parents and shit on drugs, grandparents taking care of the babies, blah, blah, blah. That's just, you know, that's just a lot of upbringing in Oakland. So, you know, to get out of that, finally getting my dream car, you know, being adamant on trying to make generational wealth for my daughter and her kids, you know, like at some point you have to be the one that breaks that cycle and be the first one to do it, man. So, you know, that's my goal. I've acquired my dream car right now. If this YouTube shit, everything else failed, I don't care. You know, I'd be fine with pulling back up to a security job in a Viper or something. Like I've acquired what I want to do. And now from this point forward, now it's like, now I can start making the money moves and stuff that's necessary to start putting, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hurting. This definitely took a chunk on my account paying it cash, but you know, I'm not going to be homeless in the next year or something like that because I went out and bought a Viper. So going forward, man, now that I've acquired what I really want to acquire, I'm gonna start restructuring things, start looking more into business ventures. I'm gonna be wrapping this up. I know I'm sitting here talking and lecturing y'all, which I don't want to be doing, but I just want to say thank y'all, man. Y'all definitely made this possible. I tell y'all that all the time because I really want y'all to understand that. I want to nail it in y'all head, man. Like all the love and support y'all have shown over the years, just being consistent. Like granted, we ain't making hundreds of thousands of views every video, but you know, it's more than enough to keep my family afloat, you know, and take care of what I need to take care of. So just want to say thank y'all for always viewing, always checking in, man. This right here is a product of, you know, y'all love and support, man. So thank y'all again. Hopefully, you know, we'll still be here in the next 5 years or whatever and continue to just elevate and grow. So that being said, I love y'all. Next video y'all get, it will be a video of a actual driving and a full review on what I think of this thing because I know y'all want to see some pulls. So I'm gonna get that set up for y'all. But until next time, man, thank y'all once more. We out. Love y'all.
I've been going too crazy. These niggas too shady. Speed limit 65. I'm about to do 80. Fucking